Whether you have an already existing video production business or you're starting a new one out and you're looking to grow that client list, I'm going to share with you one technique that I've used to get new clients. Let's get into it.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Welcome back. This is Seymour Mac. Now, this isn't anything new. You've probably heard about this before. It's called the cold call or the cold email technique. And basically, it's going to be a numbers game. So you're going to have to do this a lot. But I'm going to share with you a few techniques that I've used to make sure that my efforts have been worth the while. So when you're using this technique, what I would suggest is you're going to start closest to you, where your location is, your town, your city, and then you're going to work your way out as you exhaust all of the possibilities. You can do this kind of like two ways you could have your approach. One way would be to narrow down on a specific niche. Let's say you really want to work with creating video content for horse stables or contractors or real estate. All right, well then you could just kind of narrow down and look for those businesses within these areas that you're looking at. Or you could just kind of pick an area and just start hitting up all of these different businesses, which also can work. So the first thing you want to do is open up Google Maps, which I already have open here. And this is generally where I live. I live in Northeast Pennsylvania. So what we could do is we can just kind of like pick on a city. Now, if you live in a really small town, maybe there's not a lot of value there. There's not a lot of money in that town. There's not a lot of businesses located near to you. So just kind of pick an area that's maybe like a small city or a larger town. And that could definitely give you a lot more possibilities. With gas prices, you kind of want to make sure you're close to home, right? So generally this is kind of like around where I'm at. I don't live in Nazareth, but it's not too far away from me. So when you click on the city, or you can just manually zoom in, you're going to start seeing that some of these businesses are going to start populating. If you zoom in even further, you're going to see even more businesses start populating, right? Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to start clicking on businesses. We're going to start visiting websites, and we're going to start looking for some contact information. Now, when you're doing this, chances are you're probably, especially if you're just starting out, a little shy or a little embarrassed, and you don't want to have a phone conversation or especially a face-to-face with somebody. But this is definitely something that you're going to have to get over, and you're going to have to figure out a way to just kind of like work through those hurdles. We're in the video production business, and being personable is kind of like, it's kind of something that you're going to need to develop. And even if you don't have it built in you, it's definitely something that you can learn. It's just, you got to put yourself out there. You're going to have to be a little uncomfortable for a while, and eventually it will start becoming more and more comfortable. What we're going to do is we're just going to pick on a business, and we're going to see if they have a website list. And you can see here, there's no email address that's going to be listed here on Google Maps, usually just a phone number and a website. So I know nothing about this business here, blackbagresources.com, supplier of tack equipment and discreet consultation to Central Jersey and Eastern PA. Okay, cool. Sounds pretty interesting. They have a pretty bland website here, not a lot of content here. So this could definitely be a good business to reach out to say, hey, I think putting some video content on your website could be a good way of keeping people there. Now, what we're going to want to do is look for an email address, and sometimes on the home page, on the top banner or the bottom banner here, you'll see the email address, but they don't have one here. We'll go to the Contact Us page, and you could see in here they have their address and their phone number, but they do not have an email address listed. Let's check the links page, and they don't have anything there either. So there's two techniques that I use to try to get over this hurdle here if I don't want to make the phone call yet. What you're going to want to do is right click on the Submit button. You're going to open up the Inspect tab, and sometimes embedded on that button in the coding for the website is the actual email address that you're going to want to contact. You could see here they don't have it listed, and then sometimes if you look through, you can see as we go over stuff, it highlights different parts of their website. And sometimes you would have an email address listed in here. And it doesn't look like this technique is going to work out for us, and that's just fine. Another technique that you could use, which isn't going to work for this business, is see if they have a Facebook page or social media attached to their website. And if they do, then you can actually go to their Facebook page. Oh, look at that. They do have a Facebook page down here. So we'll click on their Facebook. And what I find is almost always, 9 times out of 10, if they do not have their email address listed on their website, they will have it listed in the About section for their Facebook page. So there it is, Black Bag Resources. We could right click or we could highlight and copy. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to go to our email and we're going to create an email to send to this company. So when we open this up, we're just going to paste in their email address. We're going to type video content for your business. You could just say video content or for your website or for your social media. And what we should do while we're looking is go back to their Facebook page, see if they have any videos. Looks like they have a TikTok on here. They have some random stuff. Looks like a lot of memes. They're doing some video content here. Looks like they're recording some stuff by themselves, but nothing of a professional quality. So they obviously see the value in trying to put up some video content on here, but it looks like they're just doing it all themselves. So it may be a good business to still reach out to. So basically what you're going to want to do is just kind of write up an email, right? I'm a local videographer and I notice you do not have any video content on your website. I see you've uploaded some content to your social media and that is a great idea. But I have some ideas I'd like to share with you if you would be interested. Please let me know. Please let me know if we can set a time to talk. Okay, so in the email, I'm keeping it very short and sweet and not giving my life story here. Hey, I'm Mike. I'm 38 years old and I've been picking up a camera for quite a while now. You don't have to give them all of that. Basically, just want to keep it short and sweet or else they're not going to read the email. You want to let them know, one, that you've actually looked at their site and you know what's going on as far as what they do have and what they don't have. You want to let them know what you do. Obviously, I'm a videographer. I've seen that they have seen the value here in uploading content, video content to their Facebook page, and that's great. But I have some ideas that I'd like to share with them. All right, so you give them a little carrot on a stick there, and then you're going to close with, let me know if we could set a time to talk, because ultimately you do want to have a phone conversation or a Zoom conversation with this business owner, and you do want to have some ideas prepared, right? So right away, just as an example, if they are looking to kind of spruce up their website a little bit, does look like they're leaning more heavily on their social media presence, but their website could use video content. So right here, what I would suggest right off the bat is having a video playing right here at the top or in the background here that would have no audio, and it would just be kind of a silent loop of a video. If they had products that they were selling, we could do product videos. If they wanted to do kind of an about us video, we could do like a general business about us video that could also be here on the home page or on the blog or on the contact us page. If they wanted to share information about events or show some of the previous events that they've had, which it looks like they're doing on their Facebook, that could also be great content to have on their website. Because ultimately they're paying for this website. It may not be costing them a lot, but the point of having a website is to generate business and to generate for them probably contacts to add to their community. So video content is a fabulous way that they can make that happen. You want to put your website so they can click on that if they want to and look through it. And then you also want to put your phone number on here just in case they want to call you. It's going to send that out and you're going to give them a little while to respond to that, right? I'm going to do this for a lot of businesses today. I'm going to do at least 10, 15, 20, maybe more if I have the time. And I'm going to go through this town and I'm going to start picking these businesses and going through their website and seeing what kind of video content that they have. And then even going through their social media pages. This is going to take a while. Now, if you see a page that has a lot of content and it looks pretty good and you don't think that you could provide anything different or better for them, well, then move on to the next one. Don't waste your time, right? I want to give them probably a few days at minimum, maybe a week for them to respond. And if they don't respond, I'll send them a follow-up email saying, hey, I just wanted to see if you had any time to look at the previous email I sent about video content, just to let them know that you're not a bot and it just wasn't some random thing. And then give them about another week or so, and if they still don't respond to you, you're just going to want to have to pick up the phone. So these are a few tips that I use to make sure that, one, I could find the email address, either using that inspect the website and look in the coding. I'd like to find an example of that actually working out for us, or if they don't have it listed on their website, to go to their Facebook page and find it on there. It's almost always listed on their Facebook page. And I have actually been successful with this technique. I will say that the percentages don't look great. If I sent out 100 of these in the past month, maybe only 2 or 3 people actually responded. And maybe out of those responses, only one of them actually turned into paid work. But the first time that I tried this, on the first day, I sent out 10 emails very close to me. I basically started on my main road and worked out from there. And I was able to get a new client based off this technique. Out of the 10 that I sent, I had 1 respond, but that has turned into paid client work. And then basically what you do from there is you ask for references from your current clients. You contact them and say, hey, I worked for so-and-so, I created some content with him. You could share it in an email or whatever. And since they know the person that you've already worked with, they're more willing to actually follow up with you and actually get into a business relationship with you where you can provide something for them. I hope this has been helpful. This is just one technique that you could use. There's a lot of techniques out there. This isn't anything new, but if you see the value in this and it's worked out for you, please let me know in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button and that notification bell so you can see when more videos are coming out. I've taken a hiatus here from the YouTube channel. I just kind of fell out of it. I was dealing with a lot of personal life stuff, and I'm trying to get back into it. And now, since I'm relying 100% on my video production business, well, this isn't really going to hurt me, right? So I appreciate you, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. All right, later.